Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. So today I'm going to do the thing that I'm not so great at, which is some math for you. But these are the things that I am pretty decent at when it comes to running numbers and learning how to charge to make money at your health coaching business. So behind me, I have a dry erase board. I'm going to be pointing out some things that I think you're going to see a little bit more clearly how to actually make money as a health coach. So this webinar coming up, hi Margaret, coming up to talk about this. I'm going to go into a lot more detail about how this actually works, how you can make money as a health coach in a real way, not only with one-on-ones, but with groups and classes and courses. So the webinar that is going to come up, I'm going to share the link in the comments. It is going to go into a lot more detail, but I'm going to show you just exactly what I think health coaches are missing and not seeing here. So I'm going to start walking through this in just a moment, and then I'm going to give you a call to action at the end of the video. So hang out for a moment. If you're listening to the replay, go ahead and just take the call to actions that I'm going to put in the comments. But I want you to watch very closely and see how this works, okay? So Margaret, Michelle, hi guys. And just get ready to kind of have your eyes open, you guys. I don't think anybody's really laying this out for you, how this really works. So here we go, okay? So we are going to run a group, a class, or a course, which is what I recommend. Obviously, one-on-ones can be really powerful, right? One-on-ones can give us the experience that we need to feel confident and all of that. But we shouldn't be just doing one-on-ones for very long, because that's not where your real money is going to come in, because there's only so much time in a day. So let's say you have a group or a class. We're going to round it up to $100 per person just for the ease of math, right? Since I'm terrible at math. But I checked this twice and I know it's right. At least I hope so. So we charge $100 per person. We have 4 people sign up for this class, course, or group that we're teaching, right? When I teach a group or class or a course, it's a template that I can rinse and repeat and use over and over again the next day or the next week or whatever. I don't recreate the group or class every day. So we run that group or that class with 4 people in the group. That's $400. We're working about an hour, give or take a few minutes at the end for questions and answers, right? Let's say you run that class 4 times per week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe that we should be taking Fridays off for personal things and catching up on things that we enjoy doing for our business. So let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we run that class. They've paid us $100 a piece. 4 people, keep it small. You can make it big as you want, but I think it gives them more solid one-on-one attention. You got $400, you're working 1 hour there, give or take a few minutes. You teach that class 4 classes per week. So you're booking different people every single time. Keep this in mind, okay? This is not the same 4 people. These are 4 different classes of people. So we're looking at 16 different people. That's it, just 16 people. That's $1,600 a week with the same class. The same class, it's a template. You just keep running it and teaching it, right? 4 weeks in a month, $6,400 per month. Are you guys tracking me here? Give me some feedback in the links. Tell me that you're getting what I'm going at here. Can you see this too, by the way? Let me know. So then we're talking, so $1,600 per week, 4 weeks in a month, $6,400 a month for working how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room to get things set up and things like that. So let's be generous with the time and say 5 hours. 5 hours a week. 5 hours a week times 4 is 20 hours a month for $6,400 a month. Multiply that times 12 and you've got $76,000 a year. Okay, I want you guys to do a little bit more math in your minds without me doing it for you. But if you are only working 20 hours a month, most people are working 40 hours per week, and they're not even getting close to this. So 40 hours a week times 4 is 160 hours in a month. You're working 20 hours. Remember this, you guys. We're talking about 4 classes per week, right? Adding in that extra hour to make sure that we have a buffer for that hour. So we're working 5 hours per week, you guys, times 4, that's 20 hours a month. 20 hours a month, that's it. Now, if you really want to get up there and make money and really do this, you would teach this class not only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from like say 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, but then you take a little bit of a break in there and you teach it again from 12 to 1, and then you teach it again from from 3 to 5 or 3 to 4 or whatever the timing is, you could teach this class right here, this one group or class, to different groups as many hours as you wanted to work in a week, and this number is just going to increase. So even if we just double this, stay with me here, even if we just double this, we are looking at, what is that? 76,000 times that, we're looking at went up there, $153,000, $600 a year. Okay, that's only doing this two classes, which means we're only working 40 hours in a month. Keep in mind, people work 40 hours a week. This is easy stuff. This is easy. The hardest part about this experience right here is structuring it and marketing it. That's it. You can easily get people into a group for $100 per person. You can easily give customized and, individualized attention, talking to them individually and helping them through their problems. Thanks for the thumbs up, Margaret. Easily with 4 people in a group. If you wanted to extend the time to an hour and a half, you can then take this number and make it maybe 197 or 147 or something like that. So this is simple math. This is simple math. Trust me, because I have to ask my 14-year-old to do math for me. This is easy. You fill a group, and here's the other thing, you guys. If you wanted to teach a group that had more of a basic foundational teaching, so like you're going to teach about maybe the 7 essentials. If you're a student of mine, you know that that's what I truly believe in. You pick one of those essentials or 2 for a month. You run a 4-week program with those essentials in it. You put a $497 price tag on it, and you teach that twice a week. There are so many stinking ways that health coaches can be making money. This is the easiest way. This is the easiest way to make the most impact for the least amount of work after the initial setup of doing this that I have ever used in my own business and that I promote and I suggest when I mentor my coaches. Here's the deal. I'm teaching a webinar that's going to go into some of the details about some of these things right here. And I encourage you to register for the webinar. I'll plug it in right now. Plugging it in right here. There's the webinar link. So go ahead and register for that if you want to attend. But here's what I'm going to say, and I've never really said this before, I don't think. If you don't want to take what I'm going to be teaching on this webinar and utilize it to make money and start asking your people to hire you and make money, then I don't suggest you attend. This is for action takers. I'm going to start talking more and more about how people need to be taking action and doing things like this instead of spending all of this time one-on-ones, $75 per person. I talked to one person doing mentorship calls this past couple of, I started them last Friday, and I've had them pretty much all week. And I've got one person, she's making $3 an hour when it's broken down. When you break down the amount of time that she's spending on working on her classes and then working with her people, it's $3 to $5 an hour. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I see comments. Yeah, let me look. All right, Michelle is saying, is it just 1 hour class or there are multiple classes? Okay, so let me erase this. Well, I don't want to erase it because I'm like with me in math. So it's one class, okay? So it's a templated class. So let me use, and I'm bending over here because my computer and my screen here don't match. But so it's one template. So I'm going to use an example because I have templates in the school. So let's use the sleep template for example. Let's say we're going to teach on sleep. So we teach the ABCs and how to get more Z's, right? 60 minutes to 90 minutes, we go into detail about what it means to have insomnia, what it means to sleep better, all of that. The action steps are for them at the end of that class or to take action on cleaning up their sleep environment. Okay, you teach that class. Say Monday from 9 till 10:15, I'm gonna teach this class on sleep. I'm gonna go take a break and then I'm gonna bring it in for the next class. And from 11 to 12, I'm gonna teach that same class on sleep. And then say from 3 till 4:30 or whatever your timing is, you guys, I'm just throwing numbers out. You teach that same class on sleep. Tuesday you come back, you teach that same class on sleep. Every group is different people. It is a template. And this is one of the things I also think that coaches are missing. A template is something that you can use over and over and over again. So what you do is you fill each class. And if you can't get 4 people signed up with you as a health coach to come to something that adds value to their life, then we need to talk. We need to talk anyway. But the point is that you've got to learn how to sell what you're offering and sell yourself as the solution to people's problems, right? I know that I'm the solution to health coaches' problems. If you don't have a successful business right now, we haven't talked about how I can help you, send me an email, carmenhunterhealth@gmail.com. One more time, carmenhunterhealth@gmail.com. I have been doing this over and over and over for years. So if you are not comfortable and you don't know how to get these tiny little number right here of 4 people signed into a group or a class to learn from your genius, you need some serious coaching and some help, because too many coaches out there are not making money, and too many coaches out there are afraid to ask for that money. You are selling yourself, okay? There is nothing wrong with that. If there is fear around marketing who you are and what you offer, we need to get to the bottom of that. If you don't know how to set up a group like this to run it and get it going to make money, you need to send me an email and let me show you how we can do this. There is no reason that we shouldn't be reaching millions of people as health coaches right now. But the reasoning that I'm seeing that we are not is the fear, the low confidence, no system, not even really knowing how to market ourselves and to get out in this world and tell people who we are. Easiest way to make a lot of money as a health coach. And this isn't me going, you can make 6 figures as a health coach. Give me 10 grand and I'll show you how. This is me with my shitty math skills showing you how simple this is. If you can see this, tell me that you can see how simple this is, please. I can't break it down any further. So if you're just getting on, groups and classes and courses, $100 per person, 4 people per group to keep it nice and intimate, $400 for an hour, give or take some time here. 4 classes per week, you'll do $1,600 per week. 4 weeks in a month, right? $6,400 per month. Take it further as an annual income of $76,800 per year. Keeping in mind, we're only working about 4 to 5 hours a week. Double that, right? Double that. Work 10 hours a week. That's still only 40 hours per month, and double your income of $153,600 for 40 hours a week at work in a month. And repeating this over and over, you guys, how many people trudge to work and they work 40 hours a week and they're bringing home a quarter of this? This is easy. This is very simple. This is what I teach coaches to do. If you want to start making money and get the work done on the front end, let me show you how to get the work done on the front end. You have a duplicate, you have a template that you can rinse and repeat this over and over again. And if you want to work 40 hours a week, teaching the same thing without having to get prepared or start over or, babysit and handhold and all of that, think of all the testimonials and referrals that'll come from this program to fill up your business. The more you teach this, the less money you spend on marketing, okay? So even if you lay down a bunch of money at the front end, put it on Facebook ads, wherever you're gonna advertise to start filling up these classes, right? Say you decide to do this and you wanna do 4 classes a week or something like that with different people, that's 16 different people, different classes, right? You can place one big ad, start filling it up. You teach this thing the right way and you start making an impact and a difference, you're gonna stop spending money on Facebook ads. You're going to stop that because these people are going to be your word of mouth and your testimonials. Not only that, but this group class or course that you teach right here to these 4 people can lead into another group class. Maybe it's about, instead of about sleep, like the example I used a minute ago, maybe it's about movement. Maybe it's about stress perception. You then create another template that's duplicatable. And these people say, I love that class on sleep so much. What else are you going to show me? What else can you teach me? Well, next week, we've got this class starting. I'm in. So not only do you have a referral, but you have a repeat person coming back to learn more from you. This is not the same as signing up a lifetime client, keeping them sick because you want to keep money coming in. This is education that's ongoing, that people get to choose without a contract, without getting signed into some 3-month thing if they don't want to do that. If they're new to health coaching and they like the idea of having peer support. The structure of a group class and course, and I'm calling it all 3 of these things, it's all the same thing, you guys, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it workshops. I hate the word workshop because that just, to me, it makes me feel like I'm going to be working and I don't want to have that negativity around it. So I say, teaching a class on sleep, and I have 4 spots open. Early bird price is $97 after this particular time. This is how much it is. We lay it out and we teach. That's it. You could do, and if you're a student of mine and you're on, or if you are a mentorship group, and I'm going to look at the comments in a moment, you guys have the 7 essentials. Create a group or class around those 7 essentials. Do an entire month of it, rinse and repeat. You have an entire year's worth of income. Okay. All right. Let me see what we're talking about. Cindy, how do I get new people each time? I just covered that. The link isn't clickable. That's strange. I don't know why. Let's see here. Is it $100 for 1 hour? Yes. I have groups and programs and it works well. Great, Angela. Tell us how much money you're making on those groups and classes. Why don't you share that with us? Definitely seems simple. Is $100 asking too much for a 1 hour class? Hell no, it's not. Nope. In fact, I'd charge more than that if I were teaching it now. I just don't do those things anymore because I'm busy teaching coaches. But if I were going to do a 1 hour class and leave time at the end for Q&A, I'd probably put a higher price tag on it. I've got over a decade of experience doing this. So I probably wouldn't run a class for that right now. But if you're new and you've never done this before, it's a great price. I actually put 100 on there, put 97 on there. For some reason, that's a number that people are attracted to. But absolutely it's not. But your responsibility as a coach here in this position is to provide the value that they're showing up to get, to give them the education, the value, and the action steps to carry through with whatever topic it is and change their life. But then share, spread the word, share it, make it, get testimonials from these people. And then, hey, if you want to sign up for my other class, which is going to be on stress perception and fun next week, I'll give you 10% off. You get the early bird price just because you came to this class. Hell yeah, I'm in. All right, bring a friend, and I'll give you a 30-minute consultation as a coach just to kind of help you see where you're stuck. There's way too little of the selling going on with coaches. When you guys are, we have to remember not to be afraid to sell ourselves because that's what we're doing. What else are you selling? One of the reasons that people end up in multi-level marketing positions is because they don't know how to sell themselves, or they feel scared of it, or it feels icky to them. Well, you know what? I'm here to tell you that's a reality that we're living in, is everything is a sale. And if you're a health coach, then you are the product, right? Then you create something like this. This becomes the product. You don't have to sell yourself as much. You can sell what they're going to learn from this. You're going to sell the outcome of better sleep. I don't know, better relationships, better family dynamics because everyone's not dealing with stress the way they used to, whatever the topic may be. Okay, so we've got to get off of this idea that selling or whatever is a bad thing, okay? It's not. It's part of what we do. It's part of what we do. Okay, does anybody have any questions before I wrap up? So let me look at the link here and make sure. I don't know why it would not be working. I'm going to click it again. Let me see if this works. Can somebody else click it and make sure that it's not just, is it not working? Hold on, open link in new tab. It opened fine for me. So go ahead and double click it and open it in a new tab to register. And if you're ready to get started, you guys, it's a new month for August. I have 3 mentorship positions open that I am teaching people how to quickly get into a position where they can bring in income like this. So if you are interested in hearing more about how to do this and working with me, carmenhunterhealth@gmail.com. I'm not working with people who aren't ready to move forward. And if you don't take action on something in your business today, you're not moving forward. It doesn't matter if you've created a beautiful blog. Your content is great. It's there to get people to know, like, and trust you. But are you comfortable creating this and then asking for the money that's going to put this income in your pocket and help people at the same time? If you are not comfortable with that and you're okay, you want to live doing one-on-ones for $125 a month, holding their hands and knowing that there's only so much time, you guys, in that time frame, and making a minimal amount, and that's all you need, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I did that for the first probably couple of years of my health coaching business. I didn't have to make the money. I wanted to learn the business. And then when I started to have to make the money, I started dropping the money in to invest and figure it out. And I tell the story all the time how I paid $6,200 for a launch coach. I didn't have the money. I just paid it because I knew I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to make this money back. I'm going to see this happen. And I did. So stop hanging on to everything so tightly as if money is the thing that's going to save your life. This is the stuff that's going to save your life when it comes to your relationships, your income, to get you out of that dead-end job that you're in, to give you more quality time with your family. This is 4 days a week I'm talking. So that means you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off every single week. You make this work, your new life is a 3-day weekend. And you know what else? You get to set the dates and you get to set the times. You get to set what days do you teach this class, right? When do you teach this? How many times do you teach it? Where do you want to market it? That's really easy. Marketing is easy. After you've got your program done, the marketing part is easy. All right. Okay. Webinar is on August I want to say it's August the 8th or something like that. Remember if that done? August the 8th. Anyway, click the link. Get on the webinar, you guys. And if you're ready to move forward with this, I've got 3 spots open for August. And I've got a waiting list of people to talk to, but it's going to have to be qualified people, because I'm not going to work with people who aren't ready to start making money and get their business going. I'm done with that. I know how simple this is, and I know that it works because I've done it and I'm helping people do it. So send me an email, carmenhunterhealth@gmail.com, and let me know you're ready to go, and let's get on the phone. I will tell you what's involved. I will tell you what to expect. Let us have a conversation. And if you are just brand new starting out as a coach and you aren't even ready to go into this yet, then I want you to book a call with our team. You're going to get a blueprint for your coaching business, and you're not going to learn from anybody better than you're going to learn from me. And I'm not being egotistical or big-headed. I've just been through all the crap that health coaches have been through. I have created a business from the ground up. I know what works and what doesn't, and I see blind spots really well. So there's your options for today. Call to action. Do either one of those, and think about this. Think about this, you guys. Don't you want to be making decent money? Come on. We want to make good money. I want to make good money so that I can donate to the charities that I believe in, so I can support my child, so I can have a happy and fruitful life, and that I can feel good about the world that I'm living in, right? Giving and taking and receiving. It's the exchange of energy. Have a great rest of the day, you guys. Thanks for popping in and listening. And if you're listening to the replay, then absolutely, the offer still stands until the spots are filled for August. I'm still going to keep talking to people. Margaret, not for me. What I'm doing, when I click on it, a pop-up comes up saying report comment. I have no idea what's going on, but Margaret, go ahead and go to the events in the school area and just click on that, and you should be able to grab it from there. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. And think about this. Go back and listen again to see how simple this really is. All right? See you later.